If you are going to do your Erasmus in Paris next year, you will need to know all the information you can find about the French capital. That's why I'm here one more day. I'm Morgane from 𝑬𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅, and in this video I'm going to give you all the information you need to make your Erasmus in Paris unforgettable. The first thing we need to talk about is of course accommodation, as it is one of the first things you will have to do. And usually every student's biggest dilemma is choosing between a flat or a residence. Whether you choose one option or the other, you should know that in Paris the most common and the cheapest option are public residences. These public residences are managed by a public organism called 𝒐𝒏𝒍𝒐𝒂𝒅. And since it's the cheapest option, you can guess the options are very limited. So we recommend you to apply as soon as possible. I'm French. I applied 3 years in a row and I couldn't get a spot. So if you really want to live in a public residence, request it well in advance. Also, be patient, because it costs them forever to give you an answer. And also look for other private options in the meantime, so if you cannot get a spot, you already have a backup plan. If you're looking for a studio or a shared flat, you can visit erasmusplay.com and compare all the verified accommodations in Paris. If you have any question or you need help to find accommodation, you can write us on social media or by email. We leave you all the information in the description box. And if you're wondering which areas are best to live in Paris, the first thing to know is that Paris is divided into 20 districts called arrondissements. The first arrondissement is the most central district of Paris, which obviously makes it the most expensive of the city. Obviously, everyone wants to live in the center of Paris, but if your budget is tight, it might be complicated. At this point, we recommend you to look where your university is located, because, for example, districts such as Nanterre, Saint-Denis or Créteil have universities. So you can find many Erasmus students there, and the prices are a little bit cheaper. Another point that could not be missing of this guide is of course the gastronomy, French food. Some of the typical dishes we recommend you to try are, first things first, la ratatouille. It's a stew or a mixture of vegetables, fried in olive oil and flavored with herbs, such as rosemary, oregano, bay leaves. It's famous in the whole country, but in reality, this dish is more from the Mediterranean side. You should also try the brioche. It's a sweet pastry made with eggs, yeast, milk, butter and sugar. Delicious and very spongy. Of course, you cannot leave France without trying the famous quiche Lorraine. This dish is a savory pie with cream and bacon, usually served with a salad. You probably already know the famous crêpe or crepes. French crepes are world famous, and I'm not saying that because I'm French. Whether salty or sweet, it's a must-try during your Erasmus in France, trust me. And finally, soupe à l'oignon, which is literally an onion soup. It's usually served with bread and cheese. And talking about cheese, we need to make a special mention in this video for French cheese and wine. I don't know if you know this, but French people are very serious about their cheese.
Cheese versus cheese.
Fun fact, did you know that in France you can try a different kind of cheese every single day of the year? France produces more than 1,600 kinds of cheese. Many are protected by strict regional labels and are a source of pride for the regions. Moving on to another aspect of the Erasmus experience, of course, the party. If you like to party, you won't get bored in Paris, as there are many clubs, bars and pubs where you can go out every weekend. And even on Tuesday or Thursday if you feel like it. No rules. Some of the most popular clubs in Paris are Duplex, La Pachamama and Caféos. These clubs usually organize weekly parties for Erasmus students. As for the cost of living in Paris, well, I'm sure you know it's not the cheapest city of all. But, well, you can always look for and take advantage of student discounts. It's still going to be expensive. I mean, it's Paris. There's no other explanation needed. Accommodation will be, of course, one of the biggest costs during your experience. And although it depends on many factors, a room in Paris in a shared flat usually costs around 600–700 euros a month. And for the cost of transport, there are two annual passes. The first one, the Imaginaire card, which costs approximately 350 euros and is aimed at students under 26 years of age. And the second one, which is called Navigo card, costs approximately 800 euros a year and is for students that are over 26 years old. Another of the most important points that couldn't be missing of this guide is obviously the places you should visit in Paris, since it is one of the most visited cities in the whole world. Paris is known for its great variety of monuments, galleries, and museums. And some of them are, first thing first, the Eiffel Tower. It's the most representative icon of the city, and it's also one of the most visited monuments in the world. Another monument that you should visit is, of course, the Louvre Museum. It is one of the most important places in Paris. And there you can see my friend Mona Lisa. Then you should also see the Arc de Triomphe, which, besides being a symbol of Paris and France, is also one of the best viewpoints of the city. Then you can also visit the Opéra Garnier, which is located in the Palais Garnier. And finally, the Luxembourg Gardens are also worth a visit. And if you want to take advantage of your Erasmus to travel, you can do it very easily from Paris, as Paris is very well connected to other French cities, but also to the rest of Europe, by train, by bus or by plane, as the capital has 3 airports. Some of the trips we recommend you to take from Paris are the Palace of Versailles, which is located about an hour's train ride from Paris. The city of Strasbourg is also a must-see. It's a mix of French and German architecture. You should also visit the Mont Saint-Michel, which is located in Normandy, in the very north of France. It's a village built on a rocky island, which becomes totally isolated when the tide rises. And as a European destination, we recommend you to go to Brussels, which is about an hour and a half from Paris, or you can also go to Amsterdam, which is about 3 hours away from Paris. And finally, I'm gonna give you a series of tips that you cannot miss. I don't know if you heard about the 𝒂𝒏 grant, but basically it's a financial help for housing given to any students living in France. And if you want to know more about it, we tell you everything in this video. You can also become a member of the student associations in Paris, as they organize events, parties and trips with international students. And lastly, remember to request your European health insurance card well in advance if you come from a European country. And that's it for a student's guide for Erasmus in Paris. From the team of Erasmus Play, we hope you found it useful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to activate the notifications bell to be advised when we upload a new video. Don't forget that we also leave you our social media right below in the description box, and I'll see you soon with new videos. Bye bye, assistant.
And you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese?
Oh man, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
And what do they call it?
They call it Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
That's right.